Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Ruin Snow, and today we're going to be looking at the top 10. That's right, the top 10 Tel Jilad. There's not many out there, but let's discover them. So now, at number 10. So at number 10 we have Tel Jilad Outrider from Darksteel, and it's common. It costs 4 mana for that elf warrior. It's very expensive for this top 10. And as, of course, these have protection from artifacts. So you will see a lot from these guys that have protection from artifacts. It's 3/1, again, for 4 mana. So it's not very impressive. So let's move on to number 9. And at number 9, we have Tel Gillard Archers from Miradon, and it is common as well. It costs 5 mana for that 2/4, so it even costs even more than number 10. But because it has protection from archers, and it may block as though it had flying. So because of that ability of blocking flying, or reach as most people would say, is why it's at number 9. So let's move on to number 8. So at number 8 we have Tel Jilad Life Breather from 5th Dawn and common, and you'll typically see from these guys from 5th Dawn or Miradon, and of course mostly commons. And again, 5 mana for this 3/2, but it's really cool. This is why it's at number 8, because it costs a forest, sacrifice a forest, regenerate target creature. You can kind of play around with that ability if you want to do lands from your graveyard or so forth. This is why it's at number 8. Again, it costs a lot of money for a 3/2. So let's move on to number 7. At number 7, we have Tel Jilad Justice from 5th Dawn, and it's an uncommon. So not only that it's an uncommon, it is not a creature as well. It's an instant. So it's really cool. It costs 2 mana to destroy target artifact. Again, in the whole, this card is not really good, but for the top 10, the reason why it's at number 7 is it also has Scry 2. So you destroy an artifact, Scry 2 for only 2 mana. Very good. So let's move on to number 6. At number 6, we have Tel Jilad Exile. It's actually a troll warrior from Miradon, and it's a common. It's at number 6 because of the regeneration ability. Again, as I mentioned before, a little expensive. 4 mana for that 2/3, but it has that regeneration ability. And at number 5, we have Tel Jilad Fallen from Scars of Miradon, and it's a common. The reason why it's here at number 5 is because it costs 4 mana for that 3/1, so has protection from artifacts, and in fact, this creature deals damage to creatures in the form of -1/-1 counters, and to the players in the form of poison counters. As we know, in poison counters, you have 10 of those, the opponent dies. So this is why it's at number 5, so let's move on to number 4. And at number 4, we have Tel Jilad Defiance from Scars of Miradon, and it's a common, and it's actually an instant, not even a creature. 1 colorless and a forest. It says target creature gains protection from the artifacts until end of turn, and draw a card. Artifacts is not so much great, but it has that drawing card ability for green, which I really like. And now at number 3, we have Tel Jilad Wolf from Darksteel, and it's a common. The reason why it's at number 3 is, well, first of all, it's a wolf. Costs 2 colors and forest for that 2/2. So it's already not too bad for this Tel Jilad top 10. And it says when it becomes blocked by an artifact creature, it gets +3/+3 until end of turn. So you're possibly paying 3 mana for a 5/5 until end of turn. Very good card. Let's move on to number 2. And at number 2, wow, we got Trolls of Tel Jilad from Miradon and Blirat. It's an uncommon, really good on itself. 5 colors, 2 forest, puts in it at 5/6. That's right, 5/6. That's so strong for a Tel Jilad. And its ability is 1 colorless and a forest, regenerate target green creature. That's right. So it's not targeting in itself, anything to do with artifacts. It's just return target green creature, which is really cool. But there's the best one, so let's do this one. At number 1, we have Tel Jilad Styles from Miradon. It's an uncommon as well. It's not even a creature or anything. It is an artifact. That's right. For cost 1 colors, it says put target permanent on the bottom of your library. Tap it. Really cool ability if you know how to make any kind of deck with this card. This is why it's at number 1 for the Tel Jilad cards. Nothing is great about the Tel Jilad in the top 10. It was really actually pretty hard to decide what would be on the list. But if you like this video, I hope you do enjoy it, because there's more on this channel. So I hope you guys have a good day and a good evening.